Beaches, 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 beaches. Hey guys, this is Frozen Ding Studios here, and their movie review you've all been waiting for is finally here. And I am here today to review the Super Mario Bros. Movie. So the Super Mario Bros. Movie came out well just recently, and is the latest installment in the Illumination filmography, and is directed by Aaron Hovarth and Michael Jelenic, who directed Teen Titans Go and Teen Titans Go to the movies, and stars Chris Pratt, Anya Taylor-Joy, Charlie Day, Jack Black, Seth Rogen, Keegan Michael Key, and Fred Armisen, etc. And basically, the plot for this movie is about two brothers, Mario and Luigi, who are first introduced as plumbers, trying to save their city from water problems, and suddenly they fall into this tube that brings them into the Mario world that we all know. Mario and Luigi unfortunately get separated. Like Luigi is taken to the Darklands, where he gets kidnapped by Bowser, kidnapped by Bowser, and Mario is taken to the Mushroom Kingdom. And as Mario must save as Mario must save Luigi, he meets Toad, and Toad introduces him to Princess Peach, who can help who can help Mario save Luigi, since Peach is already planning a war against Bowser to stop him. So yeah, and also yeah, they go on a journey to find Bowser, and then Bowser wants to marry Peach. So yeah, he takes over the Mushroom Kingdom. Like, he wants to take over the Mushroom Kingdom to get Peach. So yeah. So yes. Anyway, you all know how I feel about Illumination. I've destroyed Illumination in my I've destroyed Illumination in my Illumination ranks, and although I did like the Despicable Me 1 and 2, they were the only good Illumination movies. Like, Illumination hasn't really been trying for like the past few years, like almost like 10 years now. I think it's been 8 years since Illumination just started their line of 1 out of 10 disaster, irredeemable disaster movies. Although with one of them being 2 out of 10, which is A Secret Life of Pets 2. But yeah, when the Mario movie was announced, I was like, nah, like, really, Illumination doing Mario? Nah, because let's be real, Illumination, let's be real, who would think that Illumination would do a good Mario movie, especially after what they've done? And I even said that this movie could be worse than the live action version from 1993, which we do not talk about. But yeah, I think I was kind of wrong in saying that. But I started getting optimistic about this movie when they announced the cast, specifically one actress in this movie, and that is Anya Taylor-Joy as Princess Peach. I was like, wow, Anya Taylor-Joy in a Illumination movie. I'm sure this. Okay, well, I'm optimistic. I think this could be the first good Illumination movie in a while. I think this movie could be like the one good Illumination movie that we've been waiting for. I've actually been waiting for a good Illumination movie, despite well, yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, despite all the bad movies they've done, and I kind of trusted them, but at the same time, I was worried that they would disappoint. But then the trailer came out, the teaser trailer, and I was completely on board with it. Now, yeah, it sucks that that trailer doesn't have Prince Peach in it. That's probably my only negative with that trailer. But like, and then we get that trailer when they actually show Peach, and I was already hyped for this movie. I knew this movie was gonna be the best Illumination movie ever. Yeah, it was already the best Illumination by the trailers. Yeah, this Despicable Me got nothing on this. Yeah, these Minions have got nothing on this. So yeah, and after I saw the Super Mario Bros. Movie in theaters. Oh wait, actually before that, let's they oh yeah, I'm not done my intro yet. Sadly, the critics were not a fan of this one, and a lot of Mario fans were really outraged. They literally said Rotten Tomatoes was the worst. I'll admit, yeah, I can't stand Rotten Tomatoes, especially when they gave Ant-Man the Wasp Quantumania 47%. Wow, it should be like it should be in its 90s, but no, Rotten Tomatoes just sucks. And they always give movies I'm excited for a low rating, and Mario Bros. Movie, well, I don't want to get mad at the critics for giving an animated movie a rotten rating, but it's just really unfair that they give like films like Sing 2 or Minions tries to go a positive rating, yet Mario movie can't even get a pass. But yeah, I actually saw this movie online. Yeah, I know I said this many times, but for those who missed the point, I saw this movie online. Yeah, back in I think opening weekend, like I think Saturday in the opening weekend, because the reason why I saw this movie online is because well, this movie got delayed in my country, and I really wanted to give you guys my opinion on it. Yeah, I really wanted to give you guys my opinion on it already. I was just, I couldn't really wait any longer for today, so I just well watched it and I gave my thoughts in the community post. But I decided to just wait for this time right here to give you guys my full review on the Super Mario Bros. Movie. And yeah, so I actually saw the Super Mario Bros. Movie in theaters today, and I took my some of my classmates with it, and yeah, they are huge Mario fans. Like one of them was dressed up in Luigi cosplay with a Luigi cap on, and, and some of my audience even like dressed up as a Mario cosplay seeing this movie. I mean, it really reminded me of Frozen 2 when the girls were wearing Anna or Elsa costumes to going into the movie. Yeah, it kind of reminded me of that. But yeah, after seeing the Super Mario Bros. Movie in theaters today, I gotta say, yeah, I still love this movie as much as it did. Yeah, I praised the movie in my community post, and said I love it, but I actually think this movie is even better on second viewing. Yeah, because it feels more of a proper watch. All I watch is basically camcorder and stuff, and even though the camcorder is not actually not bad. It was actually okay. Well, there's no denying that. How do I say this? You don't notice every single detail. So I actually did thought that maybe there were some flaws that I ignored. But then now, yeah, when I saw the movie theaters, I was like thinking, okay, well, I think I might decline my thoughts on that. But no, this movie actually got better. Yep, this movie literally exceeded my expectations in every single way possible, and it's hard to believe that Illumination now would do this. Illumination would do this, but actually, I think I know why this movie was made. What was this good? It's because of Nintendo. Yeah, clearly Nintendo. I don't think Illumination Illumination wouldn't have done this without Nintendo. Nintendo like really interfered with the project, and they really helped. They really helped like Illumination in making this movie as good as possible, because they really don't want their movies to be screwed up. So yeah, that's pretty much how pressuring Nintendo is. That's really how much passion. That's how they're really passionate in wanting their movie adaptations to get it right. And they absolutely did it. Yeah. As far as theatrical experiences go, this might be the best theatrical experience for an animated movie I have ever seen since Frozen 2. Yeah. Not saying it's one of the greatest animated movies of all time, because I don't think it is one of the greatest animated movies ever, but theatrical experience wise, it is definitely one of the best theatrical experiences I've ever had. And yeah, this movie, and yeah, I still think Frozen 2 is the best theatrical experience in general, as you'll probably expect it, because it's my favorite movie. But as far as animated movies go, Super Mario Bros. Movie is a close second, and it's probably my favorite theatrical experience of the year so far. Yeah, I mean, I love seeing this movie with a big audience, and I just love it. And this movie has such a packed theater. Even though I saw it in a small theater, it didn't really affect the experience. Yeah, the theater was just so comfy, and yeah, it's really good. And it actually looks like my favorite theater, like in general. But yeah, it's just in a different mall, and yeah, but the style of cinema, yeah, I don't know much about that, but because y'all don't know about my local cinemas, but yeah, but yeah, this movie, yeah, just such a really good crowd. Like, yes, I know they were talkative, but well, it's fine because it's Mario. Because I mean, you don't really need to like turn on your brain to and think of all the criticisms. I mean, it's Mario. I mean, it's actually a good movie to turn your brain off and just talk about it while the movie's ongoing. Because you really don't need to like use your smart brain to watch it. And I know people are saying that, oh, oh, you hate fun. You hate those goofy kids movies, and I want you to see that you're such a hypocrite. Well, I mean, Illumination movies are not fun, like at all. They're not fun movies. Yeah, they're all like terrible. I'm talking about the bad ones. The Super Mario Bros. Movie is the definition of fun. Yeah, this movie is such a blast, and you really don't need to and you really don't need to like try to like think about the plot to say this movie's good or bad, because honestly, yeah, I will admit, yes, the plot isn't the best. It's basically just your paint by the numbers like movie. I'm sure you know what I mean by that. Yeah, it's just by the numbers by the numbers of formulaic story, and but like um I think the story is good, and it's just thin on paper. But let's be real, the storyline in the Mario games are thin, so you really don't need to just think of like you don't need to to criticize the plot for it, because you know that they don't need to try to have a good plot. The plot is so deep. Like, look at Mario 1993. They tried way too hard to have a really deep plot, like trying to like make the plot feel quote unquote thicker, and look what happened. It really ruined the game. So this movie's goal is not to tell a good story, like a story that tries to be like that tries to go hard. The purpose of this movie is to stay true to the games, and make fans happy, and it did that perfectly. Yeah. When it comes to this movie, staying true to the games, I think it's perfect. Yeah, and there's not a single thing that I would like not add. I mean, this movie is literally I mean, everything from the games is really like taken in this 90 minutes of like everything. Like, I mean, everything is there, like including all the reference, like 80% of the Mario characters. Some are missing, like Mario, Luigi, Rosalina, and Daisy, but well, they'll definitely need a sequel. I mean, Yoshi was teased in the post-credit scene after all, but yeah, it's all there. And this movie, I really does a good job of really like staying to the games, and like, all these references are really good, and this is what Minions Resident should have been, because Minions Resident made a lot of references to the first Despicable Me, but my god, it did it in a way that really tried to erase the canon, that tried to eradicate like the canon, like, and it got so many stuff from Despicable Me 1 wrong. Like, if you want to make references, you gotta get them right. Don't just do references just for the sake of cash. And Super Mario Bros. Movie really does these references like in a way to impress fans, and to make fans happy, and not just for studio paycheck. And yeah, but yeah, this movie is such a blast from start to finish. There's not a single dull scene at all. Like I know I was kind of nitpicking this movie for being short, and I wish it was longer, but now that I think about it, I think this runtime really works well, because yeah, this runtime really works well. I mean, it is fast paced, like one of the fastest paced movies I have ever seen. And I love fast paced movies, because I really don't want movies to get boring at times. I usually judge movies are based on entertainment wise. I mean, there are other aspects to judge as well, like a lot of things, but entertainment is always number one. Yeah, like enjoyment in the movie is always number one. Like if you really love the film, you really enjoyed it, and you have some desire to rewatch it over and over, and it will never get old. That's when you know your movie is really good. And I'm sure I'd probably rewatch this. But I wouldn't really rewatch it ASAP when it comes to VOD. Well, we'll see. But yeah, this movie works so well with its quick pacing, and yeah, and I actually don't really mind as well. And yeah, the animation is drop dead gorgeous. Every single thing from the games is all there. It looks exactly like the games. It looks exactly like the games, and it's exactly like the games. And yeah, even from the character designs to the gorgeous background, I mean, everything is there. And yeah, now let's talk about the characters. Yeah, the characters. One certain characters movie is probably the best thing in this entire movie, but I'll save for last. Yeah, Mario is and Luigi, they're really good. I don't have like strong feelings for them, but I only have strong feelings for two characters, but Mario and Luigi, they're done really well. Yeah, and Luigi, I actually did not think he had limited screen time for a character being the kidnapped one. I think Luigi got enough screen time. And by the way, that was the right decision to make Luigi the kidnapped one and Peach the one to help Mario, because I'll get to that in a bit. Yeah. Yeah, Mario's done really well. A lot better than I expected, actually. Donkey Kong is really good. Like, I think he is. I think the Kongs are among the weaker aspects of the film, in my opinion. I mean, but they're really good as well. But I just don't really have the. I wouldn't say they're great. They're just good, but not great. But I wouldn't say well, I'm sure you know what I mean. And Bowser, my God, talk about an intimidating and threatening villain. Bowser is really that, and you really hate this guy. You really want to see him lose, but at the same time, Bowser's arc is actually really accurate to the game. So, Bowser's arc is to marry Peach because he has a huge crush on Peach. Yeah, that's. I mean, some people criticize Bowser for being a simp, but just as Black Critic Guy said, well, you Bowser, well, just as Black Critic Guy said that, well, if you think Bowser being a simp to Peach is a bad thing, then you fail to understand the games, and you really should feel ashamed of yourself because you're not a true Mario fan if you think that's a bad thing, because that's one of the more accurate things about the game's writing wise is that Bowser likes Peach, and of course let's not forget that the banger song Peaches, 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 Peaches. Yeah, I love that song. I don't think it's an Oscar worthy song. I'm sure there will be better songs, but right now this is the best song of the year when like there isn't really much songs yet as of now. But I'm sure that later on there'll be a song that will top this. So, and yeah, so I'll say the character like remain that we talked about for last. Oh yeah, also Toad. I like to talk about Toad. Toad is probably the most underrated aspects of the film. Now, I wouldn't say this movie is underrated because technically this, despite the Rotten Tomatoes score, this movie does have its fans, have a huge fan base, so I wouldn't consider it underrated. But yeah, Toad is underrated. Yeah, no one gives credit to Toad. I mean, besides Bowser and that one character that I'll say for last, I'll talk about for last, Toad is top 3 characters in the movie. Yeah, I think. And it's really sad that no one gives credit to Toad. I mean, really perfectly done. I mean, he really does feel like Toad, and I love how adorable he is. He's brave, and he really does he has a really great character development. Yeah, I take him over. I prefer him over Mario and Luigi in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, based on how he was handled in the games. Yeah, the action scenes are absolutely really good. Like there is a lot of action. I mean. That's one thing. That's one of the biggest praises of this movie. It feels like I'm actually watching a big blockbuster Marvel movie instead of your average animated movie. I mean, people say that this movie's for kids. Well, I would usually agree that a lot of anime movies. I feel like they're just made for kids and just for kids. But this one does have some mature stuff as well. Like this is probably the most mature animated movie. I mean, every single action scene really is a banger. It's like you got the opening scene like with Bowser, which is not really an action scene, but I'm just talking about all the more threatening scenes. I mean the scenes with a lot more attention to it. You got the Mario. You got the Mario training chorus with the I'm a Hero. Man, that song never gets old. And by the way, guys. The soundtrack is actually really good as well. Like I don't think it's a problem to me. I mean, they were well used. I mean, Take on Me. Like I mean, I was like smiling when I heard Take on Me because it is one of my favorite songs. Like top 10 or 20 favorite songs of all time. I love Take on Me, and this gave me an idea for a trailer style I could do when Mario movie comes out to digital. And I think it's gonna be perfect. Yeah, but I need to wait for more clips of this movie, HD clips of this movie to upload on YouTube before doing that trailer style. But I can't wait to make it. And there's also the Mario versus a Donkey Kong arena battle, which is really good. Yeah, I could actually imagine We Will Rock You, like the Pixels cover, like playing during the Mario and Donkey Kong fight. And yes, that fight scene was absolutely insane. And then you got the Mario Kart scene, which I it wasn't really the best scene in a movie like what I predicted, but yeah, as a Mario Kart lover, Mario Kart being the greatest Mario game ever, I think the Mario Kart was absolutely worth it and really gave me like really like put me on the edge of my seat. And and of course there is some like one of the best action scenes in the film. The final battle in Brooklyn. Wow, that final battle is like really just. I mean, Bowser's threat. It feels like an adventurous level threat, and that action scene really feels exhilarating and really energetic. And I absolutely love all the destruction that Bowser causes. Yeah, that's how much of a threat he is. Yeah, he is such a threat. Yeah, like man, I already said that. Yeah, Bowser is yeah, one of the best animated villains, like top 10. And also yes, Bowser is better than Death from Puss in Boots 2. There I said it. And yeah, and now let's talk about the best character in the movie. Oh yeah, but before that, I want to talk about the other voice actors before talking about this one. Yeah, I cannot forget that yeah one as well. Yeah, Chris Pratt is actually a really good Mario. If you like, I know some people doubted him at first, when it comes to the marketing, but I mean Mario is actually really good. Being able to I mean being able to like have give his own unique spin on Mario, but even with a different no, even if he doesn't sound like Mario, I mean he still feels like Mario. That it kind of reminds me of Bella Ramsey in The Last of Us when everyone like thought that she was gonna suck because she didn't look like Ellie, but on the inside she really acted like Ellie. She really does feel like Ellie. Like, and the writers really stuck with the same arc as Ellie. That made her really stay true, including the lines. Yeah, Chris Pratt's Mario and Bella Ramsey's Ellie really do have something in common. Although I think the only difference that Mario's acting is not really award worthy, while Bella Ramsey's Ellie give her give her all the awards in the world that she would rightfully deserve. Also, Charlie Day is perfect for Luigi. Keegan Michael Key has told he really should talk. He really should be talked about more. I think he's Keegan Michael Key's best performance yet. And Also Seth Rogen and Fred Armisen as Donkey Kong and Cranky Kong. They're pretty good. They're solid, but I want to say they're really good. Fred Armisen is actually in Wednesday, like who he played, yeah, Uncle Fester, yeah. I think he was better in Wednesday, in my opinion, but yeah. By the way, if he's in this movie, I mean, they really should cast Jenna Ortega to in an anime movie at some point. I would totally be down to see that. Yeah, Jack Black as Bowser. Wow, I mean, I actually thought that Jack Black as Bowser was the worst casting choice in the movie. I was like, it was funny because like, how is he gonna portray Bowser? But oh my God, he really did not need to go that hard. I mean, Jack Black's voice. Jack Black really pushed himself to the limit, and I gotta say, this is his best performance ever. Yes, even dethroning Poe. I'm not sure if I think the Kung Fu Panda movies are specifically better. Well, specifically two. I prefer this movie over Kung Fu Panda 1 and Kung Fu Panda 3. But when it comes to, well, Kung Fu Panda 2 is better than this movie. Like, when it comes to, these Jack Black movies. But, I mean, Jack Black in this movie, he really gives his all. And Poe, he does, well, as much as I love him as Poe, he really does sound like just Jack Black. But this one, Jack Black really does give such a unique and unrecognizable voice. But okay, guys, it's finally time. We talk about the greatest Mario character ever and the best Illumination character. And actually, quite possibly my favorite character of the year thus far. And that is Princess Peach. Oh wait, actually, you know what? I think I'm calling her the best character of the year so far. That still goes to Tara from Scream 6. But I actually would put Princess Peach in second. Yeah, I have a crush on her more than Cassie Lang and Anthea, and probably on the same level as Gwen Stacy. I'm not sure who I have a crush more, Peach or Gwen Stacy. I'll have to think about it. But yeah, Peach is so good, and Anya Taylor-Joy is actually a part of the contribution to save Illumination. Yeah, Anya Taylor-Joy is another one of those Illumination saviors that really made this movie really good. And Anya Taylor-Joy's performance as Peach is just perfect. Yeah, it is tied with Beth Harmon Anya Taylor-Joy's best performance possible, and I absolutely love her voice. It's just perfect. And man, like Peaches is probably so relatable because I'm not afraid to say it, I have a crush on Peach. Oh, probably just as much as Bowser does. Yeah, no joke. Peach is hot, man. But yeah, love her. Yeah, Peach is Peach. She's just, and Peach stole the show and everything. Yeah. And also that scene when Peach literally like used the ice flower and turned into Elsa, like Elsa's dress, and literally used the snow power, like ice powers to like freeze everything. That is without a doubt the best scene in the film. Yeah, Peach using ice powers, like I love it. It really did give me Elsa vibes, and I actually got chills. Like when I saw that scene on the big screen, I literally got chills down my spine, neck and spine. It really is that powerful of a scene, and I would say that is the best scene of the year thus far. I don't know if there will be a better scene than the Peach being Elsa, but that's the best scene. And also Elsa blue, like Peach blue dresses, it is the best. Yeah, I think y'all knew that was my favorite scene. I will talk about that my favorite scene because I literally would never shut up about that scene. But yeah, man, yeah. So overall, the Super Mario Bros. Movie is just a perfect adaptation of Mario. Yeah, sure, maybe when you judge it on its own, the story isn't well told, but this movie is made for Mario fans and fans only, and this movie is absolutely respectful to the fans, and respectful to the fans and to the games as well. Yeah, and I applaud Illumination for making a masterpiece. I think Illumination was the right studio because they really needed a redemption arc right now, and this is truly the Spider-Verse of Illumination. Even if I do think Spider-Verse is far better in my opinion, yeah, this movie is just really good. As far as video game adaptations go, I would say that this is the best of the video game adaptation movies. Unless if you count Free Guy as a video game movie, right? I still think Free Guy is the best video game movie, but this one is... Wait, actually, oh yes, question. This and Free Guy are both tied as the best video game movie. But as far as adaptations go, I think there are two video game TV show adaptations that are better. The Last of Us and Arcane. The Last of Us still remains the best video game adaptation to this day. And Arcane second, and I would put Mario at number 3. But yeah, it's really that good. I just think that maybe TV shows just do video games more justice than movies. But yeah, this movie is better than the Sonic duology, Detective Pikachu, Tomb Raider 2018. Yeah, it's better than all those video game adaptations. And yeah, this is obviously the best video game. No, obviously the best Illumination movie. I mean, it's not even a doubt. And yeah, as far as 2023 movies go, I mean, no, it's not the best movie of 2023. I mean, Scream, you got Scream 6, John Wick Chapter 4, Ant-Man the Wasp, Quantumania, Shazam, Fear of the Gods. I think this and Creed 3 and neck to neck, like for the 5th and 6th spot. I have to think about it right now, but right now, I'd actually put this above Creed 3 because as much as I adore Creed 3, and I also defend it because there are people hating on Creed 3 right now. I think Mario movie is just solely purely based on entertainment, but I'll have to like really give some intense thought on which movie I think is better. But yeah, and yes, this is okay, well, I guess I said enough. So yeah, with that said, I'm gonna give the Super Mario Bros. Movie a 10 out of 10. So that's all for my review of the Super Mario Bros. Movie. What is your opinion of this movie? Who agrees with me that this is the best Illumination movie and the best video game adaptation movie? Well, and what is your favorite video game adaptations, whether a movie or a show? Comment down below, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and stay tuned for my Illumination ranking as well as my rant on Teen Titans Go. So yeah, bye guys.